The United States government has a history of commandeering military technology. It's happened over the years. You have tear gas, tasers, you go down the line. All these came out of military warfare technology, things that were developed for fighting a so-called enemy. Now the United States government is commandeering the use of drones to be used on American soil and American airways, and primarily to create the next large step toward the electronic concentration camp. Drones overseas are becoming the primary way to track down so-called terrorists. Unfortunately, as we see with technology, and drones are a good example of this, technology exists without discrimination and it operates without discrimination. In other words, drones cannot tell the difference between a non-terrorist and a terrorist. They cannot tell the difference between a criminal suspect and a regular suspect. Very, very dangerous, as we've seen with innocent civilians being killed by drones in other countries. Police departments in this country have already used drones. The Los Angeles County Police Department has used drones. Some states around the country, North Carolina, drones have been used by police activities to go over parades and gatherings and to collect surveillance information. In 2007 in Washington, D.C., people noticed at a political rally something flying overhead. Come to find out it was a drone-like creature called the RoboFly, and people were very alarmed. It was flying over the crowds, actually taking photos, seeing who was there, and filming a First Amendment protest. Eventually, drones will be equipped with tasers, tear gas. In fact, there's a French company that's already developed a drone that has rubber bullets, will dispense tear gas, and a sound cannon device, which emits a high frequency sound that pierces eardrums and sometimes causes ear damage, but it disperses crowds. So this is where the drone technology is developing, and again, I keep emphasizing, and we must really be concerned about this, they're going to be used over American rallies and protests where people are venting and are concerned about their First Amendment rights. Where are we headed in the United States? Obviously, as I mentioned at the beginning of this podcast, we're moving into an electronic concentration camp. We're slowly moving toward a national ID card which will have biometric information, RFID tags, which are tracking devices. The cell phone that you have, that you carry with you, will be equipped eventually with an RFID tag, which emits a radio signal even when it's turned off, so that if the government or government-related agencies such as private contractors want to know where you're at, they will be able to know that. The ultimate surveillance tool in the electronic concentration camp, however, is going to be drone warfare, if you want to call it that. And they will be over your communities, they will fly over your house, they will be watching us. The question is, can we do anything about all this? I emphasize to Americans this: the future looks very dangerous in terms of our freedoms and where things are headed. We must be vigilant. Remember, the Constitution starts with those three beautiful words: we the people, we are the government. And I hope that we will stay vigilant and not allow our country to become a horrific electronic concentration camp from which there is no escape.